Imagine if Elon Musk had settled for a safe paycheck, clocking in at 9 a.m., clocking out at 5 p.m., living only for weekends and waiting for retirement. Would we have Tesla, SpaceX, or the vision of humanity becoming a multi-planetary species? Of course not. Musk understood something most people ignore, that the 9-to-5 system is not built to set you free. It is built to keep you surviving just enough to return on Monday. If you want financial freedom in 2025, you must study the blueprint of those who dared to break away, who rewired their mindset from employee security to entrepreneurial sovereignty. And make no mistake, this is not a dream reserved for the chosen few. The possibility of breaking free has never been more real than it is right now. The tools are in your hands. The blueprint exists. The only question is, will you use it? The first foundation of financial freedom is realizing that a salary is not security. It is dependency. A job feels stable because money comes every month, but in truth, your income is controlled by someone else's decision. One signature, one down-earn, one restructuring, and the so-called security evaporates. Wealthy people see jobs as stepping stones, not finish lines. They use employment to build skills, connections, and seed capital, but they never confuse it with freedom. Freedom comes only when your income no longer depends on your hours or your boss, but on systems you own, assets that work even while you sleep, and value you control. To escape the 9-to-5, you must break the illusion that a paycheck equals safety. The real safety is ownership of your time, your choices, and your wealth. The second step in the blueprint is mastering the power of leverage. Musk didn't build rockets with his own two hands. He leveraged teams, technology, and capital. Similarly, escaping the 9-to-5 requires shifting from individual effort to amplified effort. There are 4 forms of leverage: time, money, people, and technology. Employees trade only their own time, but entrepreneurs multiply through others. Imagine you sell your skill once an hour versus you package it into a course, software, or product. Now thousands can buy it at once. Leverage is the secret multiplier of wealth. Without it, you remain chained to hours. With it, your income detaches from your presence. To achieve freedom in 2025, you must ask, how can I multiply my effort through leverage so one action creates infinite impact? The third foundation is shifting from consumer to creator. Musk doesn't wake up asking, what can I buy today? He asks, what can I build today? That is the blueprint for wealth. Most people consume endlessly: clothes, gadgets, entertainment, without ever asking who creates and profits from these things. Consumers fuel other people's dreams. Creators build their own. Escaping the 9-to-5 means producing value, not just consuming it. Maybe you design digital products. Maybe you launch a service. Maybe you create content. Maybe you invest in assets that create future value. The path doesn't matter. The principle does. Wealth flows to creators, not consumers. Every dollar you spend is building someone else's freedom. Every dollar you earn as a creator is building yours. The fourth element of this blueprint is controlling your environment. Your job is designed to surround you with employees, not owners. Your circle shapes your ceiling. If you spend every day with people who live for weekends, who talk only about salaries, gossip, and promotions, your thinking shrinks to match. But when you surround yourself with those building, investing, creating, your vision expands. Musk immersed himself in innovators, not employees. Your financial freedom will grow in proportion to the environment you choose. In 2025, with global communities, masterminds, online groups, and digital mentors, you can curate your environment like never before. But you must do it consciously. If you want to escape the 9-to-5, escape the 9-to-5 mindset, and that means upgrading the people you allow into your mental space. The fifth step is building systems, not just income. A job pays when you show up. A system pays whether you show up or not. Musk builds companies where thousands of processes run without him writing a single line of code or tightening a single bolt. You must design systems for your own freedom. Automated income streams, repeatable processes, investments that yield dividends, businesses that operate on structure rather than constant effort. Think about Amazon. It doesn't close at 5 p.m. It earns while millions sleep. That is the model. Whether you choose e-commerce, SaaS, digital products, real estate, or investments, the core principle is this. Freedom comes when money flows independent of your hours. The system is your escape hatch. Without it, you remain an employee, even if you own the title of entrepreneur. The sixth principle is long-term vision. Most employees live paycheck to paycheck, thinking in days and weeks. Wealth builders think in decades. Musk built Tesla knowing it might take years before profit, but he had a vision bigger than immediate gain. That is the blueprint you must follow. Delay gratification today for exponential results tomorrow. In 2025, distractions are everywhere. Quick money schemes, instant dopamine, viral trends. But financial freedom comes only to those who plant seeds and wait for harvest. Invest in skills, build assets, create businesses that may take time but will pay forever. If you are trapped in short-term thinking, you will never escape the 9-to-5 because you will always trade time for immediate comfort. Freedom demands long-term sacrifice for long-term sovereignty. The seventh element is identity shift. You cannot escape the 9-to-5 while seeing yourself as just an employee. Your identity controls your destiny. Musk doesn't identify as someone working at a company. He identifies as a visionary, a builder, a problem solver, and his actions align with that identity. If you want to break free, stop identifying as someone trapped in a job. Begin to see yourself as an entrepreneur in training, a wealth builder, a free agent. Language matters. Stop saying, I can't afford it. Start asking, how can I create it? Stop saying, I hope for freedom. Start declaring, I am building freedom. The blueprint starts in the mind. Your external world will never shift until your internal identity does. The eighth principle is mastering money as a tool, not worshiping it as a master. Employees cling to money as their lifeline, terrified to risk it, constantly trading hours for it. Wealth builders understand that money is a servant, not a ruler. They deploy it into assets, into systems, into growth. Musk did not hoard his first fortune from PayPal. He reinvested it into Tesla and SpaceX, ventures many called reckless. Yet by using money as a tool, he multiplied his impact and legacy. If you want freedom, you must shift from seeing money as something you need to protect to something you need to direct. Every dollar should have a job, to grow, to compound, to buy back your time. Without this mindset, you will always work for money instead of making money work for you. The ninth principle is embracing risk with intelligence. Escaping the 9-to-5 is not about gambling, but about calculated risk. Every major breakthrough is born on the edge of uncertainty. Employees seek comfort. Entrepreneurs seek controlled discomfort. Musk risked his fortune multiple times, not blindly, but with deep conviction, research, and resilience. The blueprint demands that you stop hiding from risk and start managing it. Risk is not your enemy. Stagnation is. Risk refines you, sharpens your vision, and forces you to grow beyond mediocrity. If you always play safe, you will always stay stuck. But when you learn to assess, prepare, and act with courage, risk becomes the ladder out of the 9-to-5 cage. The 10th principle is building multiple streams of income. The job model teaches one stream, one paycheck, one source. But freedom requires diversification. In 2025, you have more opportunities than any generation before you. Digital businesses, online services, investments, automated platforms, global clients. Relying on one stream is fragile. One disruption, and it collapses. Wealth requires resilience. Income from different directions, flowing whether one dries up or not. Musk didn't stop at one company. He built several, each aligned with his vision. You don't need billions to apply this. Start with 2 streams, then 3, then more. One should cover survival. The other should build freedom. Multiple streams form the safety net that makes escaping the 9-to-5 not just possible, but permanent. The 11th principle is owning digital real estate. In 2025, digital platforms are the new land. The new factories, the new storefronts, social media accounts, websites, online communities, intellectual property. These are assets that can produce income for years. Just as physical land once defined wealth, today digital presence defines power. Musk leverages digital influence not only through his companies, but through his direct reach to millions. To escape the 9-to-5, you must claim your piece of digital real estate, a platform, a brand, a product. It doesn't matter if it starts small. What matters is ownership. Because when you own digital land, you are no longer bound to a desk. You are connected to the world. The 12th principle is relentless execution. Knowledge without execution is poverty disguised as intelligence. Employees spend endless hours in meetings, planning, waiting for permission. Entrepreneurs act. Musk acts. He doesn't wait for conditions to be perfect. He launches, he iterates, he improves on the move. Escaping the 9-to-5 requires this mindset: to trade hesitation for speed, perfection for progress. Every delay keeps you in chains. Every action weakens the chain. Execution builds momentum, and momentum compounds. By the time others are still debating, you're already building, already learning, already earning. If you want freedom, act now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. The 13th principle is solving problems bigger than yourself. Employees focus on tasks. Wealth builders focus on impact. The world pays not for effort, but for solutions. Musk didn't just build cars. He solved the problem of sustainable energy. He didn't just build rockets. He solved the problem of human exploration. The scale of your freedom will match the scale of the problems you solve. If you solve small problems, you earn small rewards. Solve bigger problems, and wealth follows. To escape the 9-to-5, elevate your vision. Stop thinking, how can I make money? Start asking, whose pain can I solve? What problem can I eliminate? What value can I create? Money chases solutions. Solutions create freedom. The 14th principle is discipline. Financial freedom is not built on bursts of inspiration, but on daily discipline. Musk works obsessively, not because he loves every moment, but because discipline drives results when motivation fades. Escaping the 9-to-5 is not about one dramatic leap. It's about consistent, focused steps. Discipline means saving when it's easier to spend. Discipline means building when it's easier to relax. Discipline means investing when it's easier to consume. Freedom requires structure. Without it, you drift back into the comfort of the 9-to-5 trap. With it, you march steadily towards sovereignty. The 15th principle is contribution. True wealth is not just money in the bank. It is impact on the world. Musk doesn't just build companies. He builds legacies. Financial freedom is hollow if it ends with you. The blueprint expands when you create value that outlives you, when your work enriches others, when your success becomes a bridge for someone else's escape. Contribution amplifies fulfillment. Without it, even wealth feels empty. Freedom without purpose becomes another prison. But when you tie your freedom to service, your wealth gains meaning, and your life becomes larger than yourself. The 16th principle is urgency. Time is your most limited currency. Employees trade it away as if they have infinite supply. But once lost, it never returns. Musk acts with urgency because he knows time cannot be regained. Escaping the 9-to-5 in 2025 requires urgency now, not someday. Every day you delay is another day in the cage. Every day you move is another step toward freedom. Urgency is not panic. It is clarity. It is recognizing that your life is not a rehearsal. This is it. Your window is open now. Don't waste it. And here is the final truth. The blueprint is not theory, not fantasy, not wishful thinking. It is proven. Those who followed it have broken chains. Those who ignored it remain trapped. You have two choices in 2025. Continue to sell your time for survival or build systems, assets, and vision for freedom. The 9-to-5 will promise you comfort, but it will never give you sovereignty. Only by stepping into risk, into creation, into ownership will you escape. Remember Musk, not because you need to build rockets or cars, but because you must build courage. Courage to think differently, courage to act boldly, courage to refuse the ordinary. The blueprint is in your hands. The tools are ready. The time is now. Escape the 9 to 5. Claim your freedom. Live the life only you can design.